Welcome to Hide and Seek TV. It's your boy Hide and Seek, and I'm here with Bubba Wallace. I'm gonna cover this right quick because I'm gonna be real, y'all. Like I watched NASCAR like probably one time my whole life, and this was when I was in Chicago, and I was around some folks who watched NASCAR, and that was like a year ago. But I never really been into the NASCAR, but I'm familiar with the Jeff Gordon, I think Dale Earnhardt, if I'm not mistaken, people like that. You know what I mean? I know the names, I know some of the people, but I want to get real deep on this right here because this is a serious theme. And it was a brother named Quentin Cameron who asked me to do this. Like I said, I ain't been ignoring nobody at all, y'all. I haven't been ignoring nobody. It's just I have to have to check my email because I be more, busier now. So, but I check my email, I'll be seeing some of the comments. But I see my boy Quentin Cameron, when I did the Dave Chappelle video, had asked me to cover this right quick. And the man C Mac also was saying I need a good dive, so I'm gonna delve into this because this is some serious stuff, yo. So first off, with Bubba Wallace, I'm gonna tap into this so high, and I want y'all to hear me out. The brother Bubba Wallace, right? His real name is William. So those who watch my channel know where I'm about to go with this. It's serious stuff because as it's written in scriptures, the Most High said unto Moses, "My name is I am that I am." So hence the whole theme of the will of I am that I am, will of God, William. And I want to cover it because it's serious stuff, because I'm going to cover this plenty of times. Because when you understand going around a track anyway, when they go around in a circle on a track, all that represents, remember in Ezekiel 1:16, as it's written that the Messiah is revealed via the wheel within the wheel, so hence the racetrack. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to talk about, obviously with the cars and things of that nature, all that derive out of is Kara, which don't mean nothing but the anointed Messiah. You feel what I'm saying? So this is some deep stuff. So I want to get into this because your boy Bubba Wallace, hint how he drives the Toyota Camry, right? The Toyota Camry. And I'm going to get deep on it because when you understand what the Camry is what? The Camry don't mean nothing but the crown. It means the crown, beyond compare in Japanese. So when you understand how deep that goes, because he drives the Camry full time, and hint the whole theme of how part time he drives the Toyota Tundra. I'm gonna get into that in a minute. But when you understand that Camry, hint full time he drives the Camry, and Camry don't mean nothing but the crown. And when you understand it too, the Toyota Tundra is very serious, because when you understand the Toyota Tundra, hint the Tundra, it represents nothing but what? Obviously for those who know about the Tundra, it represents the ice, the cold. You know what I'm saying? Remember Stone Cold from Texas, Stone Cold Steve Austin? And remember how he used to do the 316 and he'll break the glass? I'm going to get into that a little later on. But hint Stone Cold, hint Messiah is the rock, the stone. And hint the cold aspect represent nothing. Like in this sense of righteousness, it represents, hint the thing of being hidden and being away from light, being revealed in the light. You know what I mean? Coming into the light, coming into power. So hint the whole theme of why Bubba Wallace has to drive the Toyota Tundra and the Toyota Camry. Like the Camry, remember I said it means the crown, and Tundra obviously represent like Messiah. Remember how he goes from being hidden. Hint the Most High, he says he hides his face. You know what I mean? Remember Moses had the veil upon his face. Hint Messiah hidden, and everything comes into power. Comes into the light, receive the crown. I want to just use that as an analogy. So you understand that I want to delve deep onto the Tundra aspect a little further as well. So hear me out on this. So those who've been watching my channel already know where I'm about to go with this, and I want to use this Tundra aspect to explain the code, because hint how the Masons, hint how they workers of darkness to keep the light hidden. And when you understand how Drake is walking on the train track, remember I was just talking about the track. Hint the railroad, the train track, hint the Exodus, the train, leading the saints to the kingdom. Hint the Messiah, the driver, the one behind the wheel. So you see this right here, which is deep, because you see how you got obviously the moon represent Masons blocking out the sun, because all that the sun represents, as it's written, the kingdom of God rises up like the sun unto the west. And remember I broke that down this year about the Phoenix Suns and the Bucks and what all that symbolized. So when you understand how deep this stuff goes, just listen to this.
Sun is down, freezing cold. That's how we already know when it's here.
You feel what I'm saying? The whole theme of the freezing cold, the winter, the Masons working to do ill against Messiah. You feel what I mean? And his saints. Listen to this right here.
My hand on a blade for ya. I jump in front of a train for ya.
You see how he said I jump in front of the train for you, and how he dragging a piano because hint the Masonic, hint the Masonic piano, the Masonic checkerboard. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, as you can see right here, the Masonic checkerboard. You feel what I'm saying? Just use that as an example. But hint the whole theme of the piano represent nothing but like the casket. This stuff is that real, man. It's that real. And when you understand how deep this stuff goes, you see how Drake on the train track, and look how Bruno, I jump in front of the train, prevent the exodus. You know what I mean? This stuff is that real. Hint like the piano. I'm gonna play this in a second, but hint the piano has 76 keys. You feel what I'm saying? And when you understand how deep that stuff goes, because as it's written in scripture, remember I said in that day there should be an altar to the Lord in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar at the border thereof to the Lord, and it shall be for a sign and for a witness unto the Lord of hosts, which are a shadow of things to come, but the body is of Yahushua, aka Christ. So you see how you got the headstone as it's written in Psalms 118, Psalms 118:22, that the headstone which the masons, aka builders, reject to use has now become the headstone of the corner. So hence the Messiah becomes the headstone measured at 76 degrees, foreshadowing the kingdom to come. So that's why I was saying with the piano how it has 76 keys, and how Bruno was saying he jumping in front of the train, because it's all high level blasphemy. I'm gonna get into this in a minute, but let's get deeper into this. You see how they all sitting around in the cars. And this is why I want to get deep on this whole thing with, like I said, with this NASCAR. Deep on this whole thing with the cars in this video. This is some serious blasphemy. Let's get deeper into this, man. Listen to this.
I be spinning valley circle blocks till I'm busy.
Circle blocks till he dizzy.
Like where is he?
Come on, where is he? You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Listen to this. Hint the whole theme of the great exalting. Let's delve deep into it.
Like a light, hey, slept through the flight, hey, not for the night, hey, 767.
Come on, man. 7-6. And I just show y'all about Bruno. You know what I mean? I want to just keep this thing rolling because I want to show more. Hint the whole thing, J. Cole with the middle child. The great blasphemy. Hint as it's written, Messiah. Remember, where two or more are gathered, the Most High is in the midst of them. Hint the whole thing, Messiah being within the midst. Everything is all in our face. It's all in our face. Notice the middle child theme. Great blasphemy. The outcast. How they want to literally make Messiah the outcast. Become the middle child themselves. Like, come on, look at that anyway. With the clothing line, Balenciaga, like, it's all in our face. When you understand what that means, all that means is the quality or nature of being harmful or evil. Come on, man. That's why you see how he starts sitting on the cart. I want to keep going with this NASCAR. You see how he's sitting on the cart, and you got the Faygo grape, grape juice, because, well, grape pop, you know what I mean? People call it soda. Where I'm from, Detroit, we call it pop. So you see how you got the Faygo pop right there, grape. And you see how he's sitting in the cart, because as it's written, and they set the ark of God upon a new cart. So that's why he's sitting on the cart. He want to be the middle child himself. Hint the whole theme of the grape juice. Hint his eyes shall be red with wine, his teeth white with milk. Hint the whole theme of the red with wine. The grape juice, crushed grapes would have become wine. You know what I mean? Hint the movie Taxi. I used to love this movie. If you remember this movie, remember Queen Latifah at the end become a NASCAR driver. Let's look at what her name is, because y'all didn't forget. Bubba Wallace's name is William, right? So let's get deep on this. Queen Latifah on the movie, her name was what? Her name was Isabel Williams. Her nickname on there was Precious as well, but her name was Isabel Williams. And she was dating a guy right there named Henry Simmons, whose name on the movie was Jesse. So look at this right here. In that day, hint, in that day, which is talking about Messiah, in that day there should be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people. To it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. So hint, out of the root of Jesse, because remember, out of Jesse comes David, and through the house of David come Messiah. So hint how this comes together. How they had to tie them two together. It's all in our face. Constantly. Remember that TV show Speed Racer? Look at this. I'm just wondering, can I talk, man? Because Speed Racer, who sings the theme song, William. Come on, come on, man. I just showed y'all 3 Williams in a row. Listen to this.
Here comes Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels.
He's a demon on wheels. Let's delve deep into this. Remember Mike had Speed Demon. And what Mike was trying to show, hint during the time of you can go check on my Michael Jackson series too. But hint during the time of John 8:48, and then answered the Jews and said unto him, say we not well that thou art a Samaritan and hast a devil? Remember they were saying Messiah had a devil on him. He had a demon. And let's get into the speed part. Because it is written, then they took up the stones to cast at him, but Yahushua hid himself and went out of the temple, going through the midst of them, and so passed by them. So hint the whole thing about how he ran away and hid, and then he disguised and walked right past them. Hint the speed demon. Let's get deeper. Let's get deeper on it. Because remember I said the name Kara means anointed Messiah. Let's talk about Lewis Hamilton in NASCAR. Hint Lewis Carl. Hint the name Carl. Hint Kara. Lewis Carl, David's son. David's son, a son of David. And then hint Hamilton. So I want to talk about this because when you translate the name Yahushua into the English, it becomes Lewis. Hint, praise the Lord. When you translate it into the English, out of the French, it becomes Lewis. So hint Yahushua in the Hebrew becomes Lewis when you translate it. So hint Lewis, Davidson, Carl, like Kara, and Hamilton. And I'm going to break this down about Hamilton right quick. Let's delve deep into this. Excuse the whitewashing, but I want to just talk about this right quick. Hint the whole theme of Yahushua, how he cast the demons into the pigs, and the pigs fell into the ocean. Remember that. I'm going to show y'all some stuff because hint Hamashiach. Listen to this. When you understand all Hamashiach, in the theme of saying what? The great Messiah. Hint Yahushua Hamashiach. So hint Lewis, Carl, the son of David, Davidson, and Hamilton, Hamashiach. No way around this. And then notice the whole theme of the pig, the ham. Hint Tory Lanez on Scat got the pig in the car with the police outfit because hint the law of God is coming into fulfillment. The kingdom is manifesting. So you see the pig with the police outfit, Hamashiach. Let's get a little deeper, man. Look at Miss Piggy. Look at this.
Let's get out of here.
How she's cast down, coming down. No way around this stuff, man. Like, it's all in our face. You know what I'm saying? It's all in our face. So I just proved that point with that. Let's keep it rolling. You remember your boy Bubba Wallace, how he's tied with Jordan. And I want to explain this. Because hint, through Jordan, he has the Toyota Camry. Remember I said Camry don't mean nothing but crown. And when you understand Michael Jordan, hint Jordan, obviously, for those who understand, played for what? The Bulls. Come on, people know this. So hint, as it's written, Messiah as the Lion of Judah, the royal bull, the face of a man, and a flying bird. So hint, the Jordan tied with William, the bull with William, and then you got the crown. This stuff crazy. Hint, Michael Jordan, obviously, remember how what's his name? Bubba Wallace is from Mobile, Alabama. Hint how Michael Jordan, he played for Birmingham. And remember, he also played for Arizona. And then he also played for obviously, yeah, with Birmingham, how they affiliated with the Chicago White Sox. Remember how the Most High already said, take off your shoes, for this is a holy ground. So basically, that's why they say we keep on our socks, Chicago White Sox. But that's just a whole nother story for another day. But how I want to get into this right quick, because how Jordan played for the Scorpions. I want to show y'all something right quick. Hear me out. Let's talk about this cough. You see that 76 back there? Remember I said Jordan plays for the Scorpions. Notice the crab grabs Keanu Reeves' hand because he was trying to lead him back to heaven. Hint through the cough because the whole thing, but one of the soldiers with a spear pierced his side and came out blood and water. You feel what I'm saying? So the whole thing during the crucifixion of Messiah's lungs got damaged. So you see how he was coughing because let me show you this right quick. Because it's all in our face, man. It's all in our face. Why he had to cough, because as Messiah tried to elevate, notice it's no headstone, just the all-seeing eye. You feel what I'm saying? I want to just show y'all that. Like, it's that deep. Notice the cough. So you see how Jordan had to play with the Scorpions for that reason. And then notice how he ties up with William and obviously with the NASCAR. Like, this stuff is deep, man. So remember I was talking about the wheel within the wheel, the racetrack, the wheel within the wheel. Let's look at, I want to use another example. This is off a movie called Spell, and this scene is specifically beating up Lewis. Look at this. Notice how he turned the wheel within the wheel. Remember I said Messiah has the form of the Lion of Judah, the royal bull, the face of a man, and a flying bird. So look at what happens. Look at this. Hold on, let me get right to the meat of it. Let me hurry up. Notice how Lewis is choking him. Hence, Satan is the prince of air. And you see, I just showed y'all the cough, and that's why he's choking the actor Ghost off power. Look at this. Notice water come out of him. Why? Because as it's written, but one of the soldiers with a spear pierced his side, and forthwith there came out blood and water. You see how deep this goes? Because you see how I just said how he had to tie with Wallace, with Bubba Wallace, because the scorpion, the whole thing, the scorpion represent nothing but the arms of heaven. The 6'9". Hey, remember I said Jordan played for Birmingham with the Barons. And all the Barons mean is what? It don't mean nothing but Lord. You know what I'm saying? The Baron, the Lord. Hint the whole theme of the bar. Hint the rod of God. So it all connects. That's why Alabama, you see how your boy Bubba Wallace and Jordan hint the Alabama connection, because hint nothing but the great behemoth demon, the elephant, the butler of hell, is guarding the altar, the A. You see how I hint Crimson Tide, Roll Tide, Crimson Tide, the nothing but the blood waters, the bloody waters. You know what I mean? The sacrifice. Hint the A represent nothing but the great altar. And notice how the elephant is guarding it. All in our face. Hey, remember I was talking about it earlier with Drake talking about 6'7"? Remember let me go back a little bit. Remember I was talking about this earlier, because it's all in our face, man. And once you understand the riddle, it's just like a big puzzle, man. Look at this. One more time.
Slept through the flight, hey, not for the night, hey, 767.
767. Remember I said Bruno Mars dragging the piano, and hint the piano has 76 keys. So remember I did this breakdown on this. If you remember, I did the breakdown on 067 off Squid Games. So hint the 067. I'm gonna break this down right quick, because remember on the show, she had got cut by some glass. Remember when they did the glass scene? You can check out my Squid Games breakdown. I don't really want to elaborate too far, but notice how she got cut by glass. So I want to break this down about the 67 and 76. I'm gonna cover that deep in this video, because right after this show, Right after the show, old girl, the actress 067, she became an ambassador for Louis Vuitton. Hint Louis. Right after this. No mistake, man. So hint the looking glass, how she got cut by the glass, and hint the whole theme of how that leads back to the looking glass. Remember, I broke that down about the prophecy and everything unfolding, within the glass. Messiah becoming king. You feel what I'm saying? So let's get deeper. Notice the Boule Masons with the glass, and then notice like the wheel. Remember I was talking about the wheel within the wheel? They don't want Messiah to come out the glass. So you see that whole theme of that right there. They don't want him to be able to come out of the glass and become king of the earth. They want him trapped and without power, where his power is in there, is under control, basically. Put it like that. So you see how all that comes together with the glass in her stomach, and she bled out. You know what I mean? Like, it's that deep, y'all. Because when you understand it too, listen to this. This is another racetrack.
Not gonna be no more king.
Here, there ain't gonna be no more kings. Hint fire squad. Hint the Messiah look as if he was burnt in the furnace in Revelation 1:15. Notice how the little girl said ain't gonna be no more kings.
Be careful of any man will claim so. Because deep down, him cling to the need for power.
You hear that? Like, that's crazy. Like, it's all in our face.
Him cling to the need.
Like, it's all in our. Notice how J. Cole is spotting the altar from far. Let's get deep on this. So let me delve into this right quick, because this stuff is all in our face. Notice how the cars are going around them again.
You be stressing me for time.
See that? The racetrack. And you see how J. Cole standing on top of the altar as the middle child.
Can't you see I'm trying to climb? Damn, my nigga, why you acting like a bitch?
Come on, man. It's all in our face. The whole racetrack, the whole thing, the wheel within the wheel. Hint this right here. Gambino, This Is America. See how he is standing on top of the Toyota? I just showed y'all about Bubba Wallace, how he drives a Toyota. And notice how he's standing on top of the Toyota. Hint the car blasphemy, Cara. Hint J. Cole and Joyner Lucas, Your Heart song. Notice the girl set the car on fire. Come on, man. Hint your girl Doja Cat on Streets, how she's laying on top of a damaged car that's on fire. Notice the license plate has LC on it. I'm going to delve deeper into this, because remember when I was just talking about the looking glass. Hint LC, Lewis Carroll. Remember when I was talking about the Lewis Hamilton, Lewis Carl, Davidson Hamilton. Remember I was talking about the Lewis. When you understand that whole thing right here, man, which is so serious, it's because LC, all that show was nothing but Lewis Carroll through Messiah. You know how the prophecy will be fulfilled. That's why they use the name Lewis, the Carl, the Carol. They use those names because it all works. Remember it said, many shall come in my name. They use these names to like manipulate the power thereof. You feel what I'm saying? So they were showing you this stuff right then. Years ago we learned about the Alice in Wonderland. Come on, man. So let's get deep on this LC right quick. Look at this right here. All in our face. Notice Alice in Wonderland is sitting inside the circle while she's on the Masonic floor, because the circle represents the golden circle of protection, wheel within the wheel. And notice how she's bearing the fruit, because remember, as it's written that the Messiah, shall be sprout forth as a lily. I'm going to show this right quick. Look at this. Hint LC. Hint Lewis shall sprout forth as a lily and bring forth the new kingdom. Look at this. Look whose foot it hits. Obama. And you see how it's snowing outside? Because remember when I was showing y'all earlier about what? Your boy Bubba Wallace drives what? The Toyota Tundra. Remember I said the whole theme of the Tundra. There's just no way around this. Hint the Toyota Tundra. Sun is down, freezing cold. Messiah go from being hidden in the darkness to coming into power, the light. You feel what I'm saying? It's all in our face, man. Like I said, once you know the riddle is over with. So you see LC, I'm going to get into that a little bit. Hint on the purge, forever purge. Notice you see CL. You see that? Notice the CL, the LC, Carl Lewis, on the trash can. Notice at the bottom of the Illuminati pyramid, you got the CL. Come on, man. Remember the track runner, Carl Lewis. Remember the racer? He used to run on the track. His name was Carl Lewis. There's just no way around this stuff. Hint this right here. I'm gonna delve into this real quick. I wrote this down already, but it was a movie called The Under Shepherd, and I'm gonna show y'all this right quick. The cast. It was deep. Came out 2012. The guy, and the first guy right here, his name is Isaiah Washington in real life, the one holding the Bible and the microphone. On the movie, his name was LC. Right? His name was LC on the movie. Hint Isaiah. Because remember earlier I was reading that in the book of Isaiah 11. Remember I was reading Isaiah 11 that that the Messiah shall root out of the house of David. Via the root of Jesse. So hence why Isaiah had to play LC. It was just showing everything coming into fruition. And listen to what he says on the film.
Someone drove up here this morning in a 1997 Buick, knowing good damn well that they just purchased a $130,000 BMW 7.6. You know who you are.
You hear that? The 7.6. Come on. And on the movie you had what? You had William. What's his name? Isaiah LC was literally working for William. You see the guy on the far right, he played Keith David, he played William, and LC was working under him. Come on, man. On the movie, they was this guy right here. You see the guy on the left of LC, his name was Roland. Right here, he had his own little church. He was trying to make it with his church. Notice he calculates 7.6. And then notice he to get the right money, he had to do 8.67, hence 6.7. Remember I was talking about the 67 earlier. I'm gonna break this down real quick. Hint remember in Revelation that you have what? The beast out the sea, the Antichrist. Hint 6.7. And then notice Messiah, the older man, 76. Because all it represents is nothing but the whole theme of what? The 6.7 represents nothing but the theme of like reversing, making, the number 6 is of a number of man, of flesh, and 7 represents the spirit. So notice like when you do 6.7, that just represents nothing but like basically the Masons trying to rule the earth, trying to rule the world. And when you go into 7.6, it represents Messiah, being in the spirit coming into rulership. That's why they're both in jail on here right now, because in Isaiah 53:8, as it's written, Messiah shall come out of the prison and and save the people out of transgressions of their sins. And then remember in Revelation that the Antichrist, what happens? Remember as it's written that he should be cast into the abyss in chains. Satan should be put in chains in the bottomless pit. So notice how they both in jail. That's why the show Speed Racer, the original show, had to come out in 1967. You see how I say 1967. Hint 6.7. That's why your boy Young Thug was destroying his Rolls Royce. Hint before album release, hint they were destroying the car. It's always the same thing, man. Hint a show by Carl Weber called The Family Business. You have LC, they said is a patriarch and a CEO of the Duncan family business, and Duncan Motors. He deals with vehicles. He sells cars. LC sells cars. And who do he work with? Clifton Powell as Uncle Lewis. Lewis is LC's brother and partner, while LC is the face of Duncan Motors. Lewis and his crew are the ones who get their hands dirty, both under the hoods of the cars and in the streets. No way around this stuff, man. With this wheel within the wheel, with the racetrack. Go around till I'm dizzy. This stuff is deep, man. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to end that right here. Thank you for watching Hide and Seek TV. I got much more coming. You can hit me with requests. I'm going to get to them as soon as I can. And like I said, you know, I keep it real with y'all. I'm not about to charge y'all, say hit my Cash App. I'm not about to do that for you to get a video and get information that you're seeking. You know, like if I know it and I'm able to decipher it, I'm going to get on it as much as possible. And, you know, even if you ask for a request, I might slip it in into a video. Can you see how I connect it like a puzzle? I might slip it in with, you know, information I'm already gathering. So like I said, thank y'all for watching Hide and Seek TV. I love y'all. Let's just keep growing. Let's stay in the spirit. And let's just keep building in the faith, y'all. One love. Stay tuned. Peace.